In late 2025, something remarkable happened in the valleys of Azad, Jammu and Kashmir. What started as protests against high electricity bills and the cost of flour quickly became a powerful call for nothing much deeper, justice, dignity, and a say in their own future. This wasn't just a local issue. It was a moment that sent ripples across the globe, revealing a new, united Kashmiri consciousness. The streets of Muzaffarabad, Rawalakot, and Merbur filled with people. From September 29th to October 4th, everyday citizens, led by figures like Shaukat Nawaz Mir, brought the region to a standstill. They weren't asking for much, just fair prices for basic necessities, the same electricity they helped produce, and for their voices to be heard. But the response was harsh. Clashes with security forces led to tragic losses, with 10 people losing their lives and over 100 injured. The government in Islamabad, instead of listening, tried to silence the movement with an internet blackout and a media ban. This tactic, however, only exposed a deep-seated fear of transparency. It's a pattern we've seen before, where dissent is treated as a threat rather than a conversation. This crisis laid bare their long-standing issues in the region. Azad Kashmir, despite generating immense hydropower from the Neelam Jhelum project, sees its own people burdened with crippling electricity tariffs. It's a classic story of resources being extracted without fair benefit for the local population. The protests were a clear signal that people were tired of this structural injustice. By framing their demands within the bounds of constitutional rights, the protesters showed this wasn't about separatism, but about good governance and basic human rights, something every citizen is entitled to. Interestingly, this movement sparked a historic opportunity. For the first time in a long time, a sense of shared purpose began to bridge the line of control, connecting Kashmiris in both the Indian and Pakistan-administered regions. The core demand, echoing through the decades, is the right to self-determination, a principle backed by multiple UN Security Council resolutions. Even as leaders spoke of peace at the UN General Assembly, their actions back home told a different story. This contradiction wasn't lost on international bodies like the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, which, while criticizing India's actions, also implicitly urged Pakistan to respect the democratic aspiration of the people in AJK. The digital blackout in Kashmir couldn't stop the message from going global. The Kashmiri diaspora, from London and Birmingham to Toronto and New York, rallied in solidarity. Under the banner hashtag One Kashmir, One Voice, they amplified the voices that the authorities tried to mute. These global protests proved that the Kashmiri struggle is no longer just a geopolitical dispute between two nations. It has evolved into a powerful, civil society-driven human rights movement with a global audience. This international pressure is crucial, reminding us of other conflicts like Kosovo or South Sudan, where lasting peace only came through inclusive governance and international oversight. So, what does this all mean for the future? The 2025 uprising was more than just a protest. It was a moral awakening. It was a declaration from the people of Kashmir that they are the true owners of their destiny. They are demanding a future free from the competing narratives of Islamabad and New Delhi. Amid the majestic peaks and flowing rivers, the people have spoken with one voice, for one purpose, a united Kashmir where truth can be spoken without fear, and where a long struggle finally finds its dawn. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the stories that shape our world. Stay informed and stay engaged.